Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I am again here with all of you, and today at this session we are so happy and honored to have our guest speaker here today joining us. His name is Mr. Taufiq Hussien. He is now the managing director of Telin Malaysia. Telin stands for Telecom Indonesia. Telecom International for Malaysia. So he's looking after country of Malaysia.
Malaysia,
on behalf of Telin. And we are so happy to have him here as an MD. He has abundance of experience and knowledge that he can share with us when it comes to leading a company. So thank you very much, Mr. Taufiq, for having you. Yep, and in this session where we are so glad to be speaking to you, so that having our audience here, they should be very excited to know more about you and what you have done in or you are doing still in Telin. Now, Mr. Taufiq, I have this one question. I have, in fact, a 10 question, but it will not do justice to ask you all these 10 questions. Maybe later in our August intake. But for now, can I know how do you build growth strategy that is both ambitious and commercially grounded when you are in Telin?
Wow, that's a very loaded question, I think.
Okay.
Of course, I like talking about growth and growth strategy. In fact, when we are building Telin in Malaysia, we're a very small company, just 10 people operation, covering the whole country and offering various type of solutions and also products from ranging, for the global market, not just for the Malaysia market. So I think going back to the growth strategy, we need to be ambitious enough so that we are not just becoming one of the players in the market. We need to be really leading. We need to be thinking far ahead, and we need to really understand where the market is. But we don't want to be average. In that sense, everyone need to be giving out their ideas. Normally, that's what I do. In our initial sales kickoff meeting, everyone has to come up with their solutions, ideas on where we need to be, or what type of solution, what type of market we need to address, and it has to be always ambitious. But at the same time, I will be playing the devil's advocate to really bring them back to the ground, countering their ideas, their ambitious ideas, so that they will understand that every idea has to be grounded on a certain principle, and something that as a company, as Telin, we need to know which is our position, where is our niche market, and what type of solution is suitable for our market. So that's always how I drive the company, drive the people, so that the ideas don't just come from me or the company. You always have to come from the experience of our people. Have to be ambitious enough, but always need to have a certain ground, so that we will not be talking about after first quarter, second quarter, we'll be talking about how to achieve something that is not achievable, because in the beginning, the platform or the idea that we set up is not even attainable. So always this kind of back and forth counter with your people will help you to really grow the company, grow the market, and have a proper growth strategy.
I appreciate your perspective when you say that a decision of a growth strategy, as important as the name is, that you always take an approach of inclusive decision making, where you always get your team member to be engaged in the decision making. And you yourself, you say that you are playing the devil advocate's role for you to be able to challenge their thinking process, right? And when you do that, you are really building leaders rather than you are just giving instruction for people to move that is very firefighting mode, and when you are not around, no works is gonna continue, so isn't it? And I really like that approach, and being an MD in a very complex situation like that, and you are having just a small resources for you to play with, this is a very, very important move for you to make them individually becoming self-sufficient. So by doing so, you are really coaching them in a good way.
In a way, yeah. I think we are. I think the audience would agree that we are past the age where the bosses can really just say whatever they want to say, and everyone just have to accept and work on it. Everyone has to come up with their own solutions, ideas as well.
Agreed. I mean, with that, they will feel committed. They will feel their voices are heard. And they will, at the end of the day, I think that the best thing will comes is the accountability will come.
Accountability, yeah. True.
And thank you very much for sharing your line of thoughts, and it's very valid. And for the audience out there, when you are thinking of coming up to that C-suites level of positions, so I like the way Mr. Taufiq thinking here. Whenever that you are in a situation where you need to create values or you need to solve a very complex problem, don't do it by yourself. You're not supposed to do that. You're not the smartest, the bravest, the strongest in the room. You are the guy who lead people and build trust and let them go through that and have them ideation, the idea is created from them. Let them embrace that, isn't that, Mr. Taufiq?
Yeah.
So for that matter, you guys out there, sign up for the program in August. It's in August intake, and when it is open up for signing up, you will see more of Mr. Taufiq in his session, and you can spend more time with him, and ask him what are other things that you can learn, one or two things from him. So, Mr. Taufiq, before we end this conversation, is there any one beautiful tips that you can leave with the audience for them to be successful in this C-suites position?
I think I'll take from what you mentioned as well. Again, I learned from Jack Welch. I was a student of Jack Welch himself. He always said that if you are in a room and you are the smartest, the brightest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room.
Exactly.
Because you cannot always be the smartest. You have to be able to bring the best people or the best from your people into the room so that you can have the best strategy.
You know, when I was working for Continental Tire, my boss always reminded me, Ruslan, you got to play dumb. Just play dumb. You're not dumb, but you just play dumb so that you will get the best idea coming out from your team, or otherwise they will just rely on you, and that's where the work stops.
True.
Thank you very much again, Mr. Taufiq, and lovely to have you around, and hope to see you more.
All right.
And to all of you, come in and see us in August. Bye-bye.
See you.